Brandon Meyer, who just dropped 3 spots. Danny Pope looking to follow Hasty around as well. One of the few short tracks that is multi-groove for quite a while. After a while, when tires wear in, it will become a dominant track. We check it back in up front. Sam left side trying to show a nose to Tracy, not quite able to get there. Jason Warren was ready to bump draft him into the corner. Oh! Warren just upsets the back of the 98 and around he goes. No harm, no foul. Just got the drive off. Just barely touched the front bumper to the side cage, and that's all it took. That's just the way the cookie crumbles here in iRacing sometimes with the net code and whatnot, that the lightest tap will absolutely destroy somebody. We take it back up front. It's not peg leg pointers anymore. It is Griffdozer Enterprises Custom Gaming PCs time. Your presenting sponsor here on the Wednesday night Thunderstruck series. A quick 7 laps in already. As we look, a half-mile track, we're running 15-second laps. So pretty rapid fire around this place. I lied, it's not a half mile, it's 0.48 of a mile. 74 degrees here in beautiful Pensacola, Florida. I would love to have this weather right now, but it's like 40 and raining here in Illinois. As the pace car is off, we're going to send him a green one more time. Eric Tracy with the jump. Cody Bain not able to clear. Warren clear, but not. It's going to take Eric Tracy on the high side. Has the point. Drove around him. Cody Bain gonna lead lap number 12. Has control of the point and is now in control of the race. It's now Tracy, Rube, and Warren. Ooh, contact, rub rail to rub rail there. No harm, no foul. Everybody stays in the correct direction. Eric Tracy potentially saving tires, not really wanting to push the issue. Well, you have Mike Hasty and Jason Warren hot on his heels. Jason Warren is definitely faster as we speak. Mike Hasty really coming in here. Got some heat in those tires 15 laps in. It looks like Eric Tracy's starting to run down Cody Bain a little bit. Gap is 0.3. We'll check in on that in this. And we got Daniel Pope battled out with Rick Rube for the 5th spot. Tight racing all the way around. Mike Hasty gets Jason Warren. Pope looking to get a little bit of a twofer here. Going to get under Warren. So is Rick Rube. Great racing, swapping back and forth. Some top-tier drivers duking it out. The gloves are still on. We're only 17 into this thing. while they're duking out back here, Mike Hasty's on the bumper of Eric Tracy. Jason Warren got shoveled all the way back to 7th. Back with Josh Oswald. We check back in here. Mike Hasty has got around Tracy. Tracy's wanting to show a nose, not quite able to get there. Ooh, a little bit of a slide there out of the 67 machine. Mike Hasty's going to take sole possession of the 2nd spot there. Daniel Pope moves into 3rd on the high side around Tracy. Fantastic racing action. Starting to settle down a little bit, 20 laps in. Came down just a bit. Jason Moore looks like he may have missed the setup tonight and had good qualifying speed. Maybe have missed the mark on the race set, or is in super conservation mode. But Josh Oswald is dancing all over the back bumper of that machine. Sam Wetstein back here all by his lonesome. Check back up here. Cody Bames still your leader. Mike Hasty pushing the envelope a little bit, trying to get around him, but he is under fire from the E16 machine of Daniel Pope. So he's got to be aggressive, try to run down Cody Bain, but still be a little defensive there of the 16 machine. 25 complete, 100 more to go. And we have had a ton of great racing action here early. Jason Lottridge on the back bumper of Chuck Phelps. Let's see that GT wheel, if it plays an advantage here on the short tracks or not. Or the Formula wheel, I should say. Chuck Phelps with the round wheel, currently driving away. Just a tick faster, check with the round wheel than Lottridge with the square one. Same story that time by. Check back up front. It is still Bain, Hasty, Pope. Seems like the intensity has kicked up a little bit. Oh, we got a caution. Eric Tracy around. Let's sneak back, take a peek at that, and see what happened. Drives it down into 3 and 4. Catches that apron. It's not really marked out by paint. Into the wall hard. No other contact. Alrighty, we got Cody Bain led 20 some odd laps there. Let's see if he can get the restart and maintain the lead. Should be racking and stacking them this time Here we go. Lights are off. We're going to line them up 2 by 2. Here we go. Cody Bay, Mike Hasty, your front row. Pope, Rube, and Oswald make up the rest of your top 5. Jason Warren in 6th. I guess Josh Oswald's in 6th. Cody Bain with a fantastic jump on the restart. Daniel Pope to the bottom. Gonna drive around to Mike Hasty. Mike Hasty hanging tough on the high side. Pope battling it out on the bottom. Still hanging off his door. Can't quite shake him just yet. High side. Still there just a little bit. Not exactly the fastest one around here at the moment. As we look. Actually, Hasty was 200th faster a lap that time around. Hasty has the nose into 3 and 4. Let's see what kind of running he gets off the corner. That lap belongs to Pope by almost a length. Jason Warren now in the picture. Mike Hasty able to get down? No, he's not. Jason Warren's barely got down in time. Warren back into 4th. Mike Hasty and Danny Pope both up 7 spots where they started. Cody Bain up 2. Warren sitting where he started. Josh Oswald up 2 spots from the beginning of the race. While Pope and Hasty battle it out here, Cody Bain's looking to set sail because if he doesn't, he knows that Pope will run him down in rapid fashion. The gap is 2.0. Yeah, we'll call it 2.0. And we have another caution. Lottridge, Oswald, all kind of people in that one. Oswald was the first name I seen, so we're going to see what happened with him. Oh, gets that proverbial apron in front. Brandon Meyer barely gets him. Lottridge just plows him. Chuck Feltz, minor involvement. Eric Tracy involved as well. And more crashing. There's Oswald. Jason Lottridge didn't know where to go. Picks bottom, doesn't even lift, and just plows him. Would not expect less from the main man behind the Lottridge braking pedals. Looks like Chuck Feltz and Eric Tracy may have just tagged doors in both in reaction. Oh, yeah. Tracy went high. Chuck just barely touched him. Tracy hard on the wall. Chuck, a light spin there. But the Formula wheel did not help the 03 machine in that one. Tough break for Oswald and everybody involved. William Griffith looks like he's on pit road. Jason Lottridge down a pit. Josh Oswald looks like he may have had to tow and has gone at least a lap down. Or went a lap down because of it. I'm assuming he... All right, we're racked and stacked one more time. On to the backstretch we go. Bain, Pope, your front row. Hasty, Warren, row 2. Brandon Meyer, you're in 5th. Outside of him is Rick Rube. And we're green flag yet again. Bain with the good restart. He's got to put a gap on Daniel Pope because Daniel Pope will run him down in rapid fashion. Granted, Pope did not get much time with the setup or practice. I believe he may have gotten 1 or 2 laps. Not really any time to get the tires hot and adjust to his liking. But he's being challenged by Mike Hasty for the 2nd spot. Pope hangs on to it for now. Pope on the high side, Hasty on the bottom. A little flip-flop from what we've seen the last time around. Pope is going to clear him and secure the second spot once again. Hasty looking to regroup and make another challenge, as there's already a massive gap between Hasty and fourth place Jason Warren. Pope shows a nose, sends Cody Bame up the track. And we get a caution. Brandon Meyer, Chuck. Oh, there's chaos and anarchy ensuing. Looks like Brandon Meyer reacted into the wall, and pandemonium ensues. Oh, Kieran Church is just pile drived into the wall. Let's run that one back. Yep. He gets into Cody Bame, spins it around, and just pandemonium. Tough break for Cody Bame. Drops all the way back. Taking his fast repair, going to drop all the way back to the 9th spot at least. Daniel Pope taking the EOL for causing that one. And that's going to give Mike Hasty the point. Earlier in Peg Leg Pointers, he said he wasn't very comfortable with the track or at the setup and was struggling. And here he is on the point. Sam Wetstein back up into the 3rd spot after getting moved from the lead. What a wild turn of events there here in the like the meat of the sandwich here of the 125 laps. 50 complete. Jason Warren, your points leader, sitting on the outside row, or outside row number 1. Has about a 10-point gap over Josh Oswald. And then your 3rd place finisher, or 3rd place in points, is in the 4th spot, that number 75 machine, sitting in 3rd. We're 2x2, the pace car is off. We are going green flag racing yet again. Hasty with the jump. Warren's going to tuck in on the bottom. Sam Wetstein holding off Phelps on the outside. Bit of a gaggle here, 2x2. Wetstein on the bottom. Griffith on the bottom. Phelps and Bame on the high side. Cody Bame is on a mission from God. We can get back up. Are they back up into the 6th spot? Got to be patient here and let the traffic sort itself out. He's got well over half the race to get around these guys. Granted, time is of the essence, because the longer he spent back here, the more time that Mike Hasty and Jason Moore get a chance to run away. But Daniel Pope is already back in the picture on the back bumper of the 78 machine. Kind of tied up here with the 12 and the 75, duking it out side by side. Couldn't move the high side of the 1 or 2, because there is Brandon Meyer on the top, looking to follow Phelps around. Griffith is going to clear Phelps. Cody Bame's looking to do the same. This is an absolute hornet's nest back here for the 4th spot. Cody Bame is clear. Daniel Pope looking to get around as well. Pope kind of poking the nose there underneath the 78. Not really close enough to get her done, but he was there. Felt's kind of out of the mess now. Griffith now holding up the 78 and the 16. Griffith hanging tough on the bottom, trying to hang on to that 4th position. Up front, it is Mike Hasty with half a second over Warren, who's got a second and a half over Wetstein. Griffith gets moved to the high side. Cody Bame underneath. Door to door they go into 3 and 4. Looking to clear him. Yes, he does. Danny Pope there as well. 61 complete. Ooh, little contact. Griffith come down a touch early. Touches Pope. No harm, no foul there. As he tucks in behind the 16 machine of Pope, who takes over the 5th spot. These two are on a mission. Pope gonna get underneath Bane there. Gonna do it cleanly this time. As the gap between Wetstein and Pope is already down to under a second. These two are on X Games mode as they are just lightning fast. Pope with a 68, Wetstein with a 78. Pope with a 60 that time around. Wetstein with a 78. Could have been with a 64. Show you guys the last laps of these guys. Give you an idea of what we're running. Pope has cut that lead, that gap from a little over a second down to 4/10 in like 4 laps. He is just otherworldly, and has stretched the gap between him and Bame to 7/10 already. As we are just past the halfway point. Sam Wetstein has a rearview mirror full of Daniel Pope. As we go back up front, Mike Hasty still leading this thing. Jason Warren is second back. 2 seconds back is Wetstein. And then, well, now 2 seconds back, it is Daniel Pope. 70 complete, 55 to go. Daniel Pope received an EOL and has already driven back up to the 3rd position in like 10 laps. Cody Bame kind of sputtered out, not able to keep the pace as Pope. Daniel Pope is just on a mission. Cody Bame looking to run down Wetstein as well. Brandon Meyer not too far at the back bumper of Bame. Up front, it is still the Rocam Nation machine of Mike Hasty leading it. A little wiggle out of Hasty there. That's going to let Warren bring it within a second. There's no paint where the apron starts here, right there by the pit wall, and get there on that banking change, and it will throw a car around in a hot second. I've done it multiple times. Here we go, inside 50 to go. We'll do a quick run through the field. Hasty, your leader, Jason Warren in second. Daniel Pope closing in a rapid fashion in third. Sam Wetstein fourth. Cody Bame up to fifth. Brandon Meyer to the back bumper of the 78 machine in 6th. Rick Rube in the catbird seat for this battle. A little wiggle there out of Cody Bain, just barely saw it. Rick Rube in 7th. Josh Oswald in 8th. William Griffith back to the 9th spot. Jason Formula Wheel Lottridge in 10th. Kieran Church blinking his way into the 11th spot. Chuck Feltz in 12th. Eric Tracy looks like he has parked it on lap 58 and is done. Involved in 2 cautions in a row, out of fast repairs and out of luck as William Griffith is around just as we went away from him. Let's find out what happened to the 12 machine. It's stepping out on him there just a little bit. Loose off. She does not shut her down and just pounds the wall. "81 laps complete. That was not exactly what Hasty or Warren wanted to see. That 2-second gap between Pope and Hasty has been erased. Just like that. And on the other hand, Daniel Pope happy to see that caution as he is able to erase that gap in pretty rapid fashion. Here in the Terry Bates Driving Academy 125. Terry Bates slinging around some sponsorships. 2 weeks ago had the Terry Slick Onions 125. Now we got the Terry Bates Driving Academy 125. If you would like to name a race, my PayPal is always open. We can name it whatever you want as long as it is within YouTube guidelines and PG-13. While we got some downtime, we'll go ahead and throw up the Tour Mod schedule. 5 races in. Next week we head to South Boston. And then Nashville Fairgrounds, followed by that. We head to the Short Track Revival, North Wilkesboro. And almost halfway through the season already. If you're still looking to get in on the action, Josh Oswald is your man. We got them racked up 2 by 2. "85 complete of the scheduled 125. Creeping ever closer to that 25 to go mark where it's time to turn it up and make your moves. Green flag is out. Hasty gets the jump. Warren able to get down in front of Pope. Just barely. Pope looking to make quick work of the 45 machine. Jason Warren trying to stay into that 2nd spot. Pope dancing around trying to find a gap, get around the 45 if he can. Cody Bain back on the back bumper of the 16 machine. While Warren holds off the 16 machine, that's a chance for Mike Hasty to kind of run away, if you will, from Daniel Pope. Pope was on an absolute mission trying to get back to the point. Get to the point, he never actually held the lead here tonight. 90 laps in, we still have yet to have a lap led by the 16 machine. That is a rare sighting here in Thunderstruck when he is in the entry list. Josh Oswald, Rick Rube, Sam Wetstein stuck in the heat of the battle back here for the 5th spot. Rube sniffing around Wetstein while Oswald is trying to find a way around the 81. Brandon Meyer in the picture trying to get around the 17 as well. It's an absolute dogfight back here from 5th through 8th. Back up front we go. Pope has gotten around Warren. Closing in on 20 to go, 25 to go. The gap is 6/10. Mike Hasty's got to get on his horse and get going if he wants a chance of holding off the 16 machine. Daniel Pope, an absolute rocket and a model of consistency. Rarely does he have a slip up. Check back up into this battle here. Cody Bain slipping and sliding. Sam Wetstein working to get around this 78. Gets underneath him, not quite able to get the run off. Door to door down the backstretch they go. Wetstein gonna clear the 78. Nope, not quite. Too many cars look the same. Bain is going to clear the 98. And they're borderline 3 wide back here. Rube on the high side. Josh Oswald showing a nose underneath the 81. Not quite able to get there, but enough to scare him up to the top. Ooh, bad touch. Made a little contact there. Check back up front. Hasty has 8/10 over Pope. Pope may have burned up his tires driving through the field twice now. So as long as Hasty is consistent and mistake-free here for the next 26 laps, he should have it in the bag. But that is a long 25 laps when you have the 16 machine in your rear view there. Little slide there out of Pope. Let's see what's going on inside that machine. Lots of back and forth on the wheel. That car is worn out. Those Hoosier tires are smoked. Hear a lot of squealing out of them, a lot of pushing. Really having to drive it off the right front here. Big counter steer there. As that gap is slowly but surely increasing. See several cars between Hasty and Pope, several cars between Warren and Pope. .22 to go, slowly clicking them off. Mike Hasty just a skosh faster than Pope last time around. Get back to this battle for 5th. Josh Oswald has made his way to the 5th spot. Brandon Meyer into the 6th. Sam Wetstein. Ooh, contact between the 33 and the 17. The 33 got a run. Josh Oswald did not. And just a little bump draft in here at 5 flags. Ooh, wiggle out of 17. 17 goes around. Sam Wetstein up on 2 wheels. Wow, that was big. Not what Mike Hasty probably wanted to see there. As we'll take another look at that. Oh, wiggle, nothing Meyer can do. Just gets in that left rear cage and sends it around. Here comes Sam Wetstein, nowhere to go. Throws it up on two wheels. Kieran Church narrowly avoids it. Sam Wetstein keeps it down. Josh Oswald hard into the inside or the outside wall there. Oh no, Mike Hasty's got a pit. May have been short on fuel. That is absolutely heartbreaking for the 72 machine. As that is going to, we'll see what happens here. Yep, just a quick splash of fuel. That is heartbreaking for the 72 machine. Had survived and had the car to beat, really. And going to gift Pope the lead. That's going to move Hasty all the way back to the 9th spot. So it looks like Sam Wetstein is done. Josh Oswald done. Eric Tracy still down. William Griffith several laps down and still going. Wow. Just when I thought someone was going to have Daniel Pope covered. Ooh, I thought Rube was going to have to pit as well. 16 to go. The only thing Mike Hasty can hope for is chaos and carnage. As looks like we're going to go green with 13 left. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to rack them up 2 by 2 one more time. Pope, Rube, Warren, Meyer, your top 4. Looks like Kieran Church in the 5th spot. Cody Bame in 6th. Pace car is off. Daniel Pope controls the restart. Gets the point. Rick Rube tucks it into 2nd. Oh, Brandon Meyer into the wall. Cody Bame, a little wiggle out of him. We're going to stay green flag. Looks like it has settled down back there a little bit. Warren under fire from Church. As Warren is putting pressure on the 81 machine of Rube. Kieran blinks a little bit. He caused chaos and anarchy to ensue. Internet's a little sketchy out there in the desert. You got armadillos and rattlesnakes chewing on your internet connection up there. Two hands in the air from Barney on the flag stand. Kieran showing the nose underneath the 45. Does he have the run into 3 and 4? Yes, he does. Still there. We're going to move Warren to the high side. Ooh, big wiggle out of the 78. Almost comes off the 33's nose. Kieran Church into the 3rd spot, up 10 spots. Did not take a qualifying lap, but has made his way inside the top 3. Oh, we got contact between teammates. Hasty getting sent up the track by Brandon Meyer. Hasty having some issues with that machine, gets it gathered back up. What a terrible fall from race for the 72 machine. Is gonna just fall back, log laps. Kieran is not done. Rick Rube looking to challenge Pope for the lead. He's got Pope on the high side, not quite able to get there. Rube getting challenged by Church on the inside. Church on the inside of the 78. Pope may be running out of fuel as well. Looks like he is maybe in that thing. 6 to go. Kieran Church into the second spot. Rube under fire from the 45 of Warren. This is a big half-mile track. These cars only hold 22 gallons, and they are thirsty. 4 to go. Daniel Pope may have saved what he needed to save to make it to the end. A caution would be absolutely detrimental to the 16 machine. Cannot speak for the rest of the field, but it looks like he is saving fuel. 3 to go. Kieran Church has 0.3 of a second to close. Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 to go. Kieran not quite able to get there. Into 3 and 4 they go. Here comes the white flag. Next one's going to end at checkers or wreckers. Kieran in and out. Kieran gone. Pope out of 4. Takes the win. Rick Rube unofficially second. Jason Warren third. I'm not sure what happened there. Kieran scored in the 7th spot. That was a wild turn of events. As we'll pull up your show points. No. Okay. So your final your unofficial official feature results. Daniel Pope, your feature winner. Kieran Church scored in the 2nd spot. Rick Rube 3rd. Jason Warren 4th. Cody Payne 5th. Brandon Myers 6th. Jason Lotrick 7th. Chuck Phelps 8th. Mike Hasty 9th. Griffith, Wetstein, Oswald, and Tracy all retiring. Alrighty, let's look for well, I guess we'll grab Kieran Church because that's what we have for the moment. Kieran Church, you got a copy?
I got you.
Quite the run all the way back from dead last all the way up to second, unofficially, officially. Had some connection issues there and made the end quite the spectacle. Go ahead and take us through your race.
Yeah, it was one of those, I got told in the middle of the race that I was blinking pretty bad, so I went to the back and was just riding to see food clear up, and it started to clear up, so I started making my way back through, and then unfortunately I got told that it was starting to blink there on that last lap, and I was pretty much gone that whole lap. So unfortunately, just the weather and the huge winds we have here, and it's just causing havoc on my internet right now.
I got armadillos and tumbleweeds interfering with your internet out there in the middle of the desert there. Well, next week we head to South Boston. Are you looking to make an appearance? How you feeling about your chances there?
Yeah, I'll probably show up. Probably not as good as here. Honestly, I didn't think I was going to be that good here. I probably was mainly like 5th or 6th place car, but everybody was kind of just crashing, and I just took advantage when they were leaving the doors open.
All right, you got any sponsors, friends, family you like to thank before we get out of here?
I got to thank Velocity Motorsports, SPM, Jet Designs, all the sponsors here at Thunderstruck, and you for doing the broadcast.
All righty. Hopefully we get a chance to talk to you next week.
All right. Thank you.
Well, I don't have a Rick Rube, but what I have is a 4th place Jason Warren. I don't have a Rick Rube, so what I got here is the next best thing. We got Jason Warren. You got a copy.
Yeah, what's going on, buddy?
Looks like you're battling a tight race car there, and the kind of the sandwich, the meat of the sandwich of the race. Still hung on for a 4th place. Tell us what you saw at the windshield of that pink and black 45 machine.
I'm trying to figure out if I got into Sam at all. I don't know if I was net code or if it was like the slightest of contact. So I feel terrible about that.
It didn't. It was you just barely got into that cage. It was like one of those deals where iRacing just sends somebody for no particular reason.
Yeah, I feel pretty terrible about that, but car just wasn't there tonight, and I was lucky to salvage a 4th out of that ordeal. Hasty had by far the quickest car of the night, and I don't know what happened. When I haven't looked at the replay, but
he came down pit road from the lead, so I believe he was a bit short on fuel.
Yeah, something happened, so I don't know. It's a good race overall. Good for points anyway. You always take a solid top 4.
Alrighty, best next week, South Boston. How do you feel about your chances there?
Carnage is what's going to occur there.
Oh, I'm fully aware, but how are you feeling about your chances?
We're looking for a top 5 and to keep the car from flipping multiple times.
Alrighty, best of luck. Hope you get a chance to talk to you next week.
All right, see you, buddy.
Alrighty, well, I don't know what Pope has got shared in Discord, but I'm going to interrupt that. Sorry to interrupt whatever you were sharing, but we got to get this done with. We got your future winner, Daniel Pope, in the booth. You got a copy, buddy.
I got you.
I interviewed Warren to kill time. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man.
Drove from the back to the front, to the back, to the front, to 4th to the front. I felt like, unless I believe Mike Casey ran out of fuel, I'm not 100% sure, but it looked like he had you covered, and you kind of fell into this one. Go and take us through your race, buddy.
Yeah, you're not lying. I absolutely lucked into this one. Sometimes it's good to be lucky, I guess. Hasty had the car to beat, had me covered. I had unfortunately made contact with Cody about mid-race and got him turned around. Coming back to the field again the second time, I burnt the tires off of it, so I had nothing for Mike at all. It was definitely his win, and he did a phenomenal job of getting the thing out front. And I just, I don't often win them this way, but it's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah. Well, I had Mike Casey up here in the booth before the race and the warm-ups for the Peg Legs Pointers, and he was not feeling good about this race at all. So, absolute heartbreak for the 72 machine. Had a chance to win it, and I believe lost it on fuel economy. Next week, South Boston. How you feeling about that itty bitty baby bull ring?
It's one of my best and favorite racetracks, so that should be a lot of fun.
All right, so you heard it here first. Pope by 10 cars next week.
I wouldn't say that. If I drive like I did tonight, it'll be tough.
Alrighty, friends, family, sponsors, I think, before we get out of here.
The league, the guys at SPM, broadcast guys, Jason Warren for always being the greatest cheerleader in history, and Josh Oswald for essentially handing me a win.
Alrighty, best of luck. Hope you get a chance to talk to you next week.
Thanks, man.
Alrighty, well, that's all I got for you guys tonight. Next week we head to South Boston. We'll throw the schedule up real quick, get another glance at it. Same time, same place, as always. As a wise man once said, seek rest out.